Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a message from your higher self for the solstice. So I'm a little bit late today recording and uploading this video, but this is for the solstice, June 20th, 2022. Okay, so solstice energy is the return of the light. So the days today there will be even light and even darkness, and then we'll be moving into more light for the summer until we get to winter solstice. If you're watching me in the southern hemisphere, then you're switching on over to winter, but for most of us, we are that are watching here in the United States and beyond, essentially we're moving into summertime. Okay, so more light, more energy coming through. Now the energy of this solstice that we're going to talk about today goes all the way in from now until until the Lion's Gate, so 8/8, okay? And then you'll feel that energy throughout, but it's going to be most potent during these months, okay? So very exciting. So before we get started to be pulling any cards, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. Thank you for those who have donated and for those who have commented or tipped. All of that really helps my channel to grow and expand. So do what you can. If you like the messages, please share with your friends and family and people, because I'd love to continue to grow the channel because I have some great ideas and possible membership options coming up where we can really do some deep dives into some spiritual topics. That being said, big thank yous. I do a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the messages. And then personal readings with me will be in the description box below on how to get those. It's been going very well with that, so I will get you booked as soon as possible. Okay. So already there's a lot of energy coming through. So even trying to say that, I was having kind of some hiccups and things because it's like the energy was coming through faster than I can get it out. So where the main message that I've been getting today, I woke up and I had a whole new burst of energy. And I've been feeling, and I feel like especially the Divine Feminine in my love readings have been feeling a little bit fed up or feeling like stuck in their situation and in life. Now this can apply to anyone, any gender. I'm just talking about in the soulmate cycle, the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. So what I'm seeing with this solstice is that there is energy coming through that's going to lift and release the pressure off of the Divine Feminine. You have been doing your work. You have been moving forward, and the Divine Masculine has too, but in this case, they've been very slow. And so for the group that's been watching me and watching the channeled messages of your future spouse and the love readings, there's this general energy where the Divine Masculine has been healing from something, been very slow to communicate how they're feeling. And it's like the Divine Feminine has been holding this space for that and been in this healing process. And this solstice energy, I'm just feeling this empowerment, okay? So the feminine energy, so you can be masculine and have a feminine energy. So we all have masculine and feminine energies. But the Divine Feminine energy and the connections, I feel like the power is coming back. I'm seeing us in Empress energy. I'm seeing us in this really beautiful way. I know I typically get this, the feeling of what's coming for several months ahead. And so this feeling that I'm getting is empowerment. Being willing and ready to walk away if the love is not reciprocal. Just new projects, new excitement, new inspired ideas are coming in. I feel like overall the physical health is getting better, because I feel like the divine feminine has been in this process of clearing, cleaning, energetically, for not just themselves, but also on the partner side of things, or the wanted partner, okay, their soulmate or divine counterpart. And we're now at this stage of coming back into self. So I feel like with the divine feminine, I know for myself, I've been way in 5D land and not so much in my body for months now, right? And doing a lot of processing. There's been a lot of childhood wounds that have been up for everyone, not just the divine feminine. Divine masculines had that as well. And we've had these eclipses at the beginning of the year, the eclipse here in May. We had the Scorpio eclipse. We also had the Taurus eclipse before that. So there's been a lot of energy around relationships, purging old childhood wounds, home and family, wealth, how you do money. And it feels like this solstice energy is giving this burst to finally rebirth. And I'm feeling this strong energy of rebirthing. So what you want may have changed. Out of a partner, out of your life's path, your purpose, you may be going in a different direction than you originally thought that you wanted to go. I also feel like boundaries are being really solidified. You know, that the divine feminine especially is learning to release overgiving. That overgiving and the sense of urgency, that's a masculine energy. That's the yang energy. Yin energy says, I sit back. It is the art of everything getting done without doing anything. It's magnetism. It's receiving. And I feel like that now, a message Spirit's been giving me, and they've just told me right now that this is also for the collective. So for the last, about the last year, Spirit's been asking me to soften my edges, okay? And this is actually provided for me. Instead of having these razor sharp walls and like heavy cement walls around me, I've been softening my edges and making my boundaries light, actual light. And so imagining myself encapsulated in this beautiful shining light that says, I will be treated sacredly. I happened upon that quote that says your boundaries need not be a razor edge, right? Walled fence that keeps everyone out. Your boundaries can be an ever-present emanating light that says, I will be treated sacredly. And my life has changed. And so I'm continuing to soften into the strength of my vulnerability, my kindness, and this is a universal thing. I feel like the divine feminine is finally in your strength and your power to be in your kindness and your compassion without overgiving, learning to have the boundary to receive and allow without feeling the need to prove oneself, okay? And for the masculine, I feel like the divine masculines with this solstice energy, you're getting the power and the confidence to overcome any fears. So the divine masculine, what I'm feeling is now getting the energy that, whoa, my divine feminine may very well walk away from me, or you have walked away from the divine masculine, and the masculines are getting the energy to come forward and communicate. They're getting the energy that I don't care if I'm scared, I'm going to feel empowered within myself. But all in all, this sun's light that I'm getting is bringing in some really beautiful energies to be integrated. That is empowerment and sovereignty. And I've been talking, if you've been following me for since I started the channel, I've been talking about sovereignty, and we'll always talk about sovereignty because that's where we're headed, is our own personal sovereignty, our own personal intuition being the primary source of information, and being able to create our own life rather than respond and react to all that's around us. Okay, so there's really beautiful energies of things that were separated coming together that are supposed to be together. Old childhood wounds releasing, and this feeling of relief. The word that they keep giving me is relief, like feeling relief, rejuvenated, and moving into a time of, I'm hearing great laughter, great fun. And so that's the feeling that I've been getting for the collective. So they wanted me to say that before we even pull any cards. But let's get into it. I have quite a lot of cards here, so this may be a little bit of a longer reading, so you can take your time, watch it all at once, watch it a few times. But this energy is going to be good all the way up until 8/8, so the Lionsgate portal. Okay, so we've set that intention with that. I'm going to take a little bit of Hawaiian salt because they're telling me to have some salt to bring in all of our Amakua. So a little red Hawaiian salt. It clears the energy, and it does give you your minerals as well. So okay, beautiful. I'm going to start with the Keepers of the Light card to see which Ascended Master is looking over this solstice period from solstice till the Lion's Gate. What changes, transformations, what's our general energy focus for those that watch my channel or will watch my channel. So though this is solstice energies of 2022, this is good for whenever you watch it. So when you come upon this video, the energies will be there for you. Okay, so there are pockets of energy that are going to help you to move into your empowerment. So let's get to the Keepers of the Light here. Who is watching over our solstice energies? Beautiful. Gorgeous. We have Lord Shiva, Transcendence. It says, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given and dance with the universe. You are, as I was saying before, so this is just proving me right. So I love that when Spirit confirms what I was already feeling and what many of you may have already been feeling within yourself. So Lord Shiva is going to be the guide for this pocket of energy from solstice until Lion's Gate. And it's an energy of transcendence. It is you rising up and being in your power. You're honoring your inner force and your inner guide. And when they say inner force, this is your inner life force. You're releasing anything that drains you, anyone that drains you. Okay, so this transcendence may mean a lot of change. We'll look into it, but it's basically Lord Shiva is going to help you to transcend and transmute the energies. This is spiritual awakening, but with that, there's also physical awakening. This is physically saying, enough's enough. I'm not putting up with a job that with a manager that treats me like SHIT. Okay, I'm not going to be putting up with a relationship that's giving me breadcrumbs. I'm not going to be putting up with anything that disturbs my spirit. I'm not going to be putting up with friendships who show up half-assed or they show up outside of their integrity. You're moving into what feels right for your soul, and you know that. And you know when it doesn't feel right. You get that feeling in your gut about a person or an area, an environment, or a situation. You get the feeling in your gut when something isn't right and doesn't feel right. And I feel like for many of you, you may have had that feeling and proceeded anyway with a person or a relationship or friendship, a job, just because maybe you needed money, maybe you were lonely previously, and it served you well, but now you're transcending above that. You're bringing in people and situations that are empowering to you and you're empowering to them, and that your energies flow together in such a way that it creates more abundance, more joy, more love. And so that's going to be really crucial at this time. And Lord Shiva is going to help with this. You're going to be dancing with the universe. I also feel like with anyone who's watching this, you're going to be feeling magical. You're going to be feeling like you are in tune with the universe, and you're in tune with the flow. Okay, so you know, as we say around here in Hawaii, you're in the flow or you're not. Okay, you know when you're not in the flow. When you're not in the flow, you hit every red light, people are crabby, you know, this is the law of attraction type of information. When you're in the flow, things just work out, okay? And they're always that. You can always enter the flow. And this is what Lord Shiva is helping with, is this transcendence, to move into being in the flow and dancing with the universe. What's next? They want a rune card, this deck. Okay. So let's get some runes and get a reading here. Go in a little deeper. They said one more. And these are the Runic Odyssey Oracle cards. All right. Wow. Okay, this is a beautiful time. First and foremost, we're going to look at signals here. Came out first, Ansus, which is wisdom and inspiration. So in the opening, right here at Solstice, at the very beginning here, we have wisdom and inspiration that's coming through. Okay, so just by watching this video, you may be getting the downloads of the wisdom and inspiration that you need to move forward. Okay, this particular energy that's coming through, there's going to be signals that are given to you. These signals are maybe in pictures, numbers, songs, animals, certain feelings, like if you get little goosebumps. But the universe is speaking to you, and it's giving you, your higher self and your guides are giving you wisdom and inspiration at this time. It would do you very well if you don't have a meditation practice, to find some form of meditation that works for you. I often like to meditate while walking in nature. That helps me to feel grounded and helps me to feel alive, right? And I do sometimes do the formal sit and think about nothing meditation to calm the mind. And sometimes I do active meditation where I daydream and I think about what I would like to bring in for the future. Okay, there's no wrong way to meditate. So this is where your guides are going to be giving you your wisdom and inspiration. We have first quarter moon, so when we're half and half here, first quarter is take action. So from the time that you're watching this, I'll have to look at when the next first quarter moon is. We may be approaching it even, I'm not sure. So you guys can tell me in the comments below if you're watching this as it's uploaded, where we are in the moon cycle. But it's indicating that that's the time to take action on your goal, your plan, on whatever you're building at this time. Okay, we have Ingwas, which is gestation and internal growth. Okay, and I think this one in this pack, because it's not the actual runes, it's a card, I think this might be Odin's rune, but I will have to look at this one. 64 here. Thank you for being patient as I look this up and just make sure. Okay, so it's a rune of inner growth, and it's of creation and completion. So it can represent the end or the beginning of a cycle. So when I get this rune, I really love it because it says you create your own story. All right, blank is the end, blank is the beginning. All right, and so there's gestation that's happening at this time for full-on growth, and this is really beautiful. So like I was saying with this transcendence, and Spirit's reiterating that you are moving into a time of major growth, and there will be endings and beginnings. So you're going to be transcending and leaving behind anything that's draining your energy, and that and therefore, right, it opens up the energy for you to receive what is true to you, what you really want, what vibrates with you. Some of you have outgrown your previous vibrations. So when we're manifesting, it's this or something greater. That opens the door and it opens the energy for growth. It opens the energy and the space for what you want to enter, because any type of vacuum, the universe does not like a vacuum, right, or a void in that case. Like, so when we open up space that you've been giving or investing in your time in things that have been draining you, once you release those, there's all this space for incoming wanted experiences, and that's what's occurring here in this solstice time. We also have growth. Berkano is fertility and growth. Okay, for some of you, if you're wanting to make a family or be with child, this is a perfect time for that. Okay, so during this, from solstice to the 8/8 portal, y'all let me know who gets pregnant during this time if you're looking for it. Let me know in the comments later, because it's available to you right now. The energy's there. Now, for those of you that don't want to make babies, like physical humans, take precautions if you're not looking for it. But this is saying that there is fertile ground for anything that you're growing. So if you want to be in a relationship, it's growing. This is Empress energy. Okay. If you're wanting to start a new business or get a new job, there's fertile ground for that now. You're ready to make the leap. Okay. And then by the end, at this 8/8 portal, we're at joy, Wunjo. It's joy and harmony. That's what's coming in. That's what's transcending. Okay, you're transcending into joy, and Lord Shiva is going to help you with that. All right. So there's this energy coming through that says we will no longer tolerate, those that are of the light will no longer tolerate being in lower vibrational energies, will no longer tolerate being in anything less than joy. I have chills all over my body because it's like just coming through at this time. We will no longer tolerate dimming our light for other people to feed off of. Okay, we will no longer tolerate that. We're transcending it. Okay, the group that's watching this, we're transcending it. We're moving into physical joy on earth. Okay, this isn't 5D awareness. Remember, 5D is not this place that we go to. It's a dimension, and it means awareness. We become aware of our consciousness expanding. We become aware that we are creators of the universe. We do the creation in 6th dimension, and then we have the mirrored of it in 3rd dimension. But 5th dimension is awareness, and many people stay in this 5th dimensional energy of just being in la la land, right? Without actually receiving in what you've been in the process of becoming aware of and in the process of creating. Now you're actually going to come on in and receive in the 3D your joy. If you aren't happy in the 3rd dimension, you're not going to be happy in the 5th dimension, okay? It's a continuum. And so building and creating your life right here, right now, and receiving that in a joyful way only expands what you're creating in the 5th dimension. Well, you create in 6th dimension, but what you become aware of in the 5th dimension and beyond, okay? So I'm going to leave that particular note right there. They want one more rune card from a different deck. What else you want to say? Nice. So they gave us partnership. So y'all who have been looking for partners, who have been separated from your divine counterparts, there is offers coming in. This partnership is about exchange, gifts, marriage, contracts, balance, karma, justice, and boundaries. Because you are putting up new boundaries, that's a light that says I will be treated sacredly, your partner is coming on in, and it's the one that you have been asking for vibrationally. Okay, if the one that you have had your eyes set on and you're if they don't show up for you, someone else is going to. Okay, so this is saying, look, We can't control anybody else's free will, but the energies are here for this partnership to happen, for these unions to come together, because it is the time for joy. We are transcending, okay? And so if there's people, you know, sometimes folks get caught in a soulmate, or I don't like the term twin flame, but, you know, some people enjoy that term, and they get caught up in this story and this idea, and they don't let toxic people go. Okay, this is saying you're transcending above any and all of those labels, and what you're receiving in is partnership and joy. And the beautiful thing about partnership, this rune here, is it says in partnerships of any kind. So this could be business, this could be love, romance. I feel like it's all of it. I feel like there is a huge prosperity coming in for those who have been working on their light. If y'all been watching my videos for a long time, you're in this energy, so you're going to move into a prosperous time right now. Okay, we have free will choices, but the energy is there that makes this available to you. Okay, what this says, the traditional rune interpretation, I love this. It says, in partnerships of all kind, make sure not to collapse yourself into the union. Rather, allow the winds of heaven to dance between you. Okay? And I love that, because it's two sovereign and whole and complete beings coming together in partnership and allowing the winds of heaven to dance between you. Okay, so it allows that third energy of spirit, your higher selves, connecting here in the triangle, and it's allowing that to be the predominant energy. You don't have to be exactly the same. You don't have to conform. Of course, there's compromises that happen in a relationship, but when one person is collapsing themselves, I know I've done that. I'm sure many of you out there have done that, where I completely lost myself in a relationship, and my usual very strong independent nature soon became one where I didn't even know what I liked to eat or what movies I liked, because I was always compromising to the other person. And this is saying none of that. You're coming into equal partnership. You're coming into two whole and complete beings meeting in the middle there. Okay, so that's beautiful. Let's who do they want next? They want the Starseed Oracle. This is major energy, you guys. This is like, it feels so good. I feel like for those two, the feeling that I'm getting, because I can feel like my stomach deflating. So if you've been and I'm in that process of releasing extra weight, and a lot of times empaths and light workers carry a little bit of extra weight around, or a lot of extra weight around their midsection. Okay, it's kind of a form of a protection, but what I'm feeling as I'm talking right now is this release of it's like deflating, you know, like you don't need that. You have that light as the protection, so there's no longer the need to have the excess. Okay, so for those of you who have been working on transcending the physical, like if you've been overweight or just carrying too many burdens, there's this physical relief that's coming as well. Now, mind you, I'm not a doctor, okay, so of course always go to the doctor if you're or your naturopath, whatever your choice is, if you're feeling something off. But this is just an energy of relief that is coming through in the physical body. Okay. So we have, perfect. We have the Great Severing, which is Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. And then we have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Okay. And it absolutely is happening. We've already kind of moved through the energies, and so the energy templates and the downloads are here for the new earth energy. Many of you can feel it because there's this that there's a lot less tolerance for violence. There's a lot less tolerance for things that drain our energy. So this is also reiterating that there is a severing happening. So you may be releasing one or more prime relationships in your life in order to hold your vision of the new earth. And how you hold the vision is through feeling. It's a visual, kinesthetic, and then auditory, okay? And so you're visually seeing how the future, how you'd like it to be, and then you hold the feeling. So you feel into the joy, you feel into the deliciousness of what it feels like to love and be loved, to be thriving, to have plenty of money or plenty of resources, because there's many more resources than just money, you know. And so you're severing this anger and conflict. This is also internal. I feel like many of us are going through in this time period releasing that old protective system that says, ugh, I just need to be in conflict. You're releasing that and saying, and softening the edges. So this just reiterated what I said in the beginning. Don't we love when Spirit does that and says, I said what I said, okay? Softening to love, soften your edges. Let it be light that transmutes the energy rather than fist or words, okay? Because when we're angry, or specifically angry. So when we're angry, it affects the liver. Okay, so our body, different parts of our body, depending on our emotional waves, get affected. Okay, and so is it worth your physical life force to be angry with that person? Or can you smile at them from your liver and move on, right? And soften to love, seeing them how they are, as at a soul level. And that doesn't mean they stay in your life. Okay, if someone is continually adding conflict to you, that doesn't mean that they stay in your life. That doesn't mean they get a position at your table. You don't want them to starve, but it doesn't mean they get a position at your table. And so this is that energy. It's saying softening to love, but not everybody, you wouldn't welcome a thief into your house. So why welcome a thief into your mind or your emotional body or your spiritual body? Okay, so those are really big messages. So they want you to hold the vision for the new earth because we're transcending to that. Okay, all right. They want those two for last, so we're going to get a few tarot cards. I told y'all this is going to be a longer one, but we need to really ramp this energy to get it, okay, to understand what's coming in. Well, understanding is a gift, but to understand, how can I say this? To integrate the new energies. All right. Gorgeous. Lots of new beginnings here. Okay. Lots of new beginnings. Okay, they said one more, so all of those. Great. All right, y'all are coming into harmony. So we have Ace of Wands. So brand new beginnings here. I love that my nails are matching this card. Brand new beginnings here. New passion. You're coming into new passion, new creativity. We have Knight of Wands here. Now this, for you, this says that you have a wave of incoming energy that's fast, creative. You're going to be in a joyful position. Now for relationships, Spirit is giving a word of caution that if somebody who was a fling, or this Knight of Wands energy is a little bit immature. This can be the player in a love relationship. Okay, this can be here today, gone tomorrow, here for a good time, not for a long time. If this person shows back up, because I feel like they may be showing back up with an offer, okay, because we have this Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles, they want you in more than one way. Okay, so make sure that when this person shows back up, that they have made the change. All right, that just double check the offer. Okay, make sure they're really offering you something more than crumbs. I feel like they are, and here's why. Okay, I feel like they, because Ace of Pentacles is slow, so Ace of Wands is fast and physical. Okay, so they are very attracted to you. If you were in doubt, those of you who are looking for a relationship and you had this person that you thought was going to be the one, but then they ran, y'all have been listening to my readings. There's been a lot of divine masculines just staying in the friend zone rather than actually making it official or running from after you guys have a really intense and beautiful and like magical experience together. But they are letting you know they are very attracted to you. They want this brand new beginning. So that's fast and physical. Ace of Pentacles is slow and for the long term. It's something that grows roots, and it grows from its investment. All right. So if y'all aren't looking for love, there is wonderful, fast energy of new beginnings coming in for your both relationships and also jobs and things of that sort. Okay, so transformative and transcendent energy. Here's why I feel like your person had. So we're switching to the love side of things here because that's where they're going with this. This is why I feel like your person is coming in with a real offer. Spirit's taking them out of the choppy waters, and it's like a gift from the universe. So sixes have to do with harmony. It's the number of love. So it's harmony, universal love. This person loves you universally. There is not a whole lot of cups right here on this table, but I'm feeling the energy. It's like you guys have already had that love energy come through to one another. Now this is like logistics. This is your, like, what they're saying is that your person was the right person at the wrong time, and now it's going to be time to come together because we have this Six of Swords. So they're taking the divine masculine, or if you happen to be the runner, they're taking you out of the choppy waters and into this the calm waters. Their clarity is coming. And we have this Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is saying this is a gift from the universe. This is reciprocity. This is equal give and receive. Okay, they're showing up equal. Now I will say in their energy, in both of your energy, I feel like you've been a little bit down, depressed, anxious, maybe some sleepless nights. A lot of you have been getting spiritual downloads, so it's not just about the love situation, but you have the strength. We have Leo energy, which is ruled by the sun, and Leo energy rules the heart and heart chakra. So you have the strength. This love is strong enough to overcome any anxieties, any negative thinking or resistance. I feel like there has been resistance in this connection. And if it's not a love connection, there's been resistance from within you to be successful in the way that you are going to be. And this is saying, despite that, you're getting what you want. Okay, let's see. It's transcending. Let's see. Tell me some more with the tarot, and then we'll close out with the oracle cards. But now I'm curious here. All right. Cool. Yep. All right. So we have Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. All right. For love relationships, your person has been in analysis paralysis. They have been all up in their head, but they are wanting to come forward to you and communicate. And this is incoming communication. I feel like you've been feeling like you want to communicate with them as well. This is mutual on both sides, but I feel like they are going to come in and communicate because we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's turning. So despite them, they know that you are the investment for them. They know that you are the right person. There's no question of that. They've just been in overthinking. Okay, they've been in their head rather than their heart. Now, for those of you that this is solstice energy has more to do with a change in your financial, this is communication coming in of something that wants to invest in you. Okay, or if this may be actual investors if you're building a business. I feel like, because they just told me investors, so some of you are building a business and you have investors coming in, and where it has been kind of dry, the wheel of fortune is turning. For everybody, I feel like in both love and money and just general energy, it is changing for the better, because our outcome here, you guys, with this solstice energy is the sun. And remember, the outcome up here is Wunjo, which is the joy and harmony. Okay, so this is gorgeous, and you'll notice on her her little, if you can see that up close there on her skirt, is the rune of wholeness. Okay, so this energy from solstice until Lionsgate is absolutely bringing in wholeness. You're going to feel clear-minded. Okay, you're going to be releasing anything. It's going to be very clear to you which energies are draining you, which people have maybe been false friends, which situations you've just outgrown. So there's no judgment on who they are, or which jobs that you've outgrown, or which ideas that you were going for that just don't fit anymore. And it's okay if we've got, we're always expanding. So if you have a dream and a desire that has changed, that's okay. Some people, you might have wanted to be married your whole life or have kids your whole life, and then you're like, you know, for where I'm going in the future, I want this relationship, but I'm not really looking for kids anymore. I think I want to travel, or I want to do this other thing. That's okay. Or it might be vice versa, where you thought you'd never have kids or never get married, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, because of this person that I love, and because of this situation, I've changed. My desires have changed, and that's indicative of growth. Your desires are going to change, okay? And you're transcending. We're going to get the Shaman's Dream Oracle to close out, and then Sacred Destiny Oracle. My goodness. Okay, we have Fallen Angel, which is spiritual narcolepsy. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you've kind of, because the energies have been heavy previously, you've kind of been in this feeling like, has God, source, universe, have they forgotten about me? Like, when is it ever going to be my turn? And you may have kind of taken a step back in your mind spiritually, but actually spiritually you're still growing. And we got Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. So it's basically saying that no worries about the past there. You went a little asleep for a minute on purpose, okay? Spirit's saying it wasn't the right time. Like I said earlier, for those of you with the relationship, it was right person, wrong time, okay? It's changing. Now the time is going to be right for you to have what you've been wanting, okay? For you to have the energy. We needed the energies to be lined up. Everything is about vibrational alignment. So even if you're feeling aligned and the outside energies around you aren't, you know, we have to work with our cooperative components. We have to work with the energies that are actually coming through. And now this solstice is bringing in energy that says, nope, you're asleep no more. You wake up. You are waking up spiritually. You're no longer going to be around people who put you to sleep in your spirit. Absolutely not. You're softening your edges and coming back to life and light, okay? And we have the Wheel of Fortune here again. So that's 2 Wheel of Fortunes. The Spirit's saying, I said what I said. Your fortunes are changing. You are coming into a more prosperous time. You're coming into the unions you've been asking for. You're transcending it. You're coming into being empowered in yourself, and therefore everything else around you then becomes empowered, okay? If we're in sadness, or if we're in the energy of lack, no, you're going to keep getting more of that, okay? Remembering any relationship outside of you is just how you're relating to yourself inside. It's an inside job. Everything that you want starts inside, okay? You can't find it outside of you. And until you match the vibration, things kind of stay the same, all right? But that being said, this is a transcendent solstice energy, and it is gorgeous. And we're just going to get one more card here. Beautiful. We have courage. These are sacred destiny cards. We have courage, flexibility, and purification. So let this time from solstice to the 8/8 portal, remember to be courageous. You're going to get a burst of courage to cut off the energies that no longer serve you, to welcome in the new beginnings. And we're going to be flexible here, okay? This shows a tiger. If you're watching this when it is uploaded, we are in Year of the Tiger, which has to do, tigers know timing. They know when to pounce and when to retreat, when to be silent. You're going to know how to do that, and you're going to be flexible. Remember, in your goals and outcomes, as they're shifting and changing, as you're going through this transcendence, being flexible is going to be your friend. You're going to be able to achieve so much more and allow in and receive so much more if you are flexible, okay? If you're allowing more to come in. Because remember, you can receive bounty, wealth, everything, and if you can receive gifts, and if it's not for you, it's so that you can pass it on to somebody else. So sometimes I'm really good at receiving gifts, and what's funny, it's not my #1 love language. It's actually like in the lower echelon of my love languages, okay? But I'm really good at receiving gifts, and that helps me because I'm a great mediator in that regard, because Spirit will tell me where to give the gifts next. So a lot of times they're not for me. But if we're in receiving mode, we allow ourselves to receive, and then we can give the gift to someone else, or we can give the energy to someone else, or we can receive in what's right for us, and someone else might have a gift for us, right? They may have received an energy, or they may have received a physical gift, or they may have received information that they're going to share on with you. So if we're flexible and not so tied into it has to be this way only, like a horse with blinders on, open your picture really big, because you're transcending the energy, and you're going to see that more can come to you if you allow a wider scope. And we have purification. So just like I said in the beginning, we have this transcendence energy coming. We have the signals and the inspiration coming to purify your life, okay? You're going to be like this sunflower here. We have sunshiny energy coming in, and anything else that's not, all right, you're going to release it. You're purifying your wants, your intentions, and you're purifying your standards of what you will allow into your life, because you're moving into thriving. So what worked during survival does not work during thriving, okay? They're two separate energies. One has to do with lack, one has to do with abundance, okay? Thriving is abundance. It's a very large scope mentality. Survival says, I gotta take from other people around me, as if you don't have your own connection to source. But you're about to really connect in with your connection to source, and your capacity and your ability to receive abundance, love, wealth, anything that you've been asking for. Like my dog just got like wild because she's feeling the energy. It's like so playful and so abundant, okay? And so those are the energies for you. This solstice time is going to be really incredible, okay? So let anything that wants to leave. Let anything that wants to that wants to come in and bless you. You are in a stage of growth and transcendence. Penny's really playing, so it's a playful time apparently, and release that restlessness in a beautiful way. Be flexible, and so much joy is coming, and I'm really loving this energy. If you're still with me, thank you so much. Big blessings to you guys. They want me to pull one more card from where? Wisdom of the Oracle for those who stayed till the end of the video. Shh, Penny. So know that you are protected first and foremost, okay? So those who stayed till the end, it's a special message for you. Know that you are protected. Know that your dreams are protected, and know that your, because I'm getting chills on that, know that spirit, okay, or God, if you will, because dog spelled backwards is God, okay, is looking out for you. And so they're going to help you through this transcendence. They're going to help you through this. For those of you who are still watching, a gift for you guys for one last energy here from Wisdom of the Oracle. What do you want to tell the people? That one. Okay. And one more. Nice. All right, so we have the never-ending story. So those of you who have stayed till the end, you may have been experiencing this round and round, never-ending story, this loop. Notice this fairy is kind of depressed and what have you. That is what is transcending, okay? And inside here it says love. It's kind of like, do they love me? Yes or no? It's kind of like he loves me not, with the dandelions or what have you. This is saying you're coming off that never-ending story. You're choosing to love yourself. You're transcending the waiting energy. You're empowering yourself. And then the next energy that came out that they want to let you know is blessed. So you are going to be blessed. Look at the difference in these two energies, okay? So you're blessed. And they said look at the leaves coming by here. So this energy goes up until 8/8. There's big blessings for those of you who stayed till the end. There's big blessings coming like in the fall, early fall. So like September, moving into October. Okay, so you're moving through and out of this never-ending story during the solstice, and then you're going to be blessed. And you're going to be blessed through the solstice time as well. But I feel like there's a big blessing in regards to this person or situation that you've been going round and round about. There is a big blessing and outcome coming for you right after that Lionsgate portal. And so you are releasing and transcending the energy right now so that you can move into the big blessings. And you're going to be blessed all throughout the solstice time as well. But there's a major blessing coming in early fall. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Transcending. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for those who have stayed till the end. I know this has been a longer video, but I love you guys. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write I am transcending, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I will do that July 1st on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much, and until next time, aloha.